salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Brother Boonaa Mohammed, and in anticipation of Global Dawah Day, July 5th, we're here in Sao Paulo giving dawah, calling people to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I wanted to share with you personal tips that I think will be beneficial for everyone who's planning on going out on that day and engaging in their community. So here are my 5 top tips that you can incorporate into your dawah repertoire, inshallah, that will hopefully be of benefit to you and yours. Ready? Tip number 1. Be sincere and do what you're doing only to seek the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, the Prophet ﷺ, he taught us that deeds are based upon their intention. So if you intend other than that, then that's what you'll receive. So if you're out here giving da'wah to please your friends, for people to think that you're a da'i, to get some girls or to get a guy or whatever the case may be, if it's not sincere for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then really and truly it means nothing. So first tip, be sincere and work to seek the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tip number 2, never judge a book by its cover. You don't know whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide to this beautiful religion. Sometimes you might see someone, they look like they're a powerful businessman, they look like somebody who has all this arrogance and pride, and you feel like this person doesn't want to hear what I have to say. And the other hand, you might find someone who's homeless, somebody who looks like they don't have a penny to their name, and you might feel like they're not really ready to accept this message. But wallahi, you never know, because don't forget that you are just calling people, you are just planting that seed, and perhaps Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have mercy on them and guide them to the religion of Islam. So never judge a person by the way they look, and remember that this message is universal for rich, for poor, for black, for white, and everyone in between, inshallah. Tip number 3, be creative. When organizing a dawah day in your city, don't forget that perhaps standing on a street corner handing out pamphlets may not be the most effective thing, but there could be something else you can use as a mechanism and as a medium to speak about Islam. So for instance, you might look at having an international food fair where you have food from all different Muslim countries and people come and they taste a little bit of the ummah. Now this might be something unconventional, something that you might not be used to, but it might be a medium for you to open the door and have a conversation about Islam. So tip number 3, be creative and don't be shy to engage the community in things which obviously they might be more keen on, and obviously things that are pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and that have no haram or doubt within them. Tip number 4, smile. I know it sounds basic, but when you smile and you interact with people in a sociable and happy manner, they're more willing to open their hearts and open their minds to what you have to say. And on that note, it also helps to dress well, look well, and don't forget you are representing Islam, not just with a message, but also with your appearance. So make sure if you're a brother, you go out there, you smell nice, put on some good perfume, and make sure that you look as presentable as possible, because you are the Rasul of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and this message is in your hands, so make sure it looks and sounds amazing. And tip number 5, be confident. And remember that you are speaking to people's fitrah. This is the way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created them. This way of life, al-Islam, is something which is ingrained in their heart. They know there's only one God, and all we're doing is reminding them and calling them back to their true way and purpose of life. Don't forget, Global Dawah Day is this July 5th, inshallah, where we will be calling humanity back to this message. You can join and find out how you can make sure this event happens in your city by checking out the website www.WhyIslam.org and find out how Global Dawah Day can impact your community. Inshallah, stay tuned for more updates with your brother, Boonaa Mohammed. Jazakallah khair. Wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
بالحرف نهديك شعرا تغني تحر حروف البيان شجا بالحب ننسوج قولا ثريا تغص بسعد عروق الوطن لك الورد كل الحكايات قص وبين الأماني خبايا وفن.